Hello, and welcome to our third episode of Real Talk with Lakewood Principals. First, we want to thank our friends here at Lincoln Northwest for recording for us and giving us this space. I'm Amanda Cote. I'm the principal at Lakewood Middle School.
And I'm Jeanette Grisham, the principal at Lakewood High School. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Our focus for this month is post-secondary opportunities and support that we give our students here in Lakewood. So I wanted to start with what we do at the middle school. In the middle school, our students get ready for their post-secondary opportunities in two different ways. First, our students in 7th and 8th grade work through their high school and beyond plan with their counselors. Their counselors come into their classroom and work through different parts of that with them. They look at skills and ability inventories. They think about careers that might connect with those skills and abilities that they already have. They start looking about the realities of independent living, and they look at budgets and apartments and things like that, and just start really thinking about what those possibilities might be in the future. In addition to the beginning pieces of the high school and beyond plan, some of our students are identified in 7th, 8th, or eventually in 9th grade as being qualified for the College Bound Scholarship. Students who are eligible for the free and reduced lunch program are automatically enrolled in the College Bound program. Once they're enrolled, you may have received a certificate in the mail. The program asks students to complete high school in Washington with a 2.0 GPA, have no felony convictions, and apply for financial aid in their senior year, and then they will have college paid for in Washington, college, technical school, and many opportunities for them. If your student received this in the mail and you have any questions about it, Megan Corrales is our counselor at the middle school, and she'd be happy to answer any of your questions. So I want to pass it over to the high school because there's many more opportunities and supports for students once they move over to Lakewood High School. So Mrs. Grisham?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Principal Cote. I'd like to introduce Melanie Irish. She is our Career Center Specialist at Lakewood High School. She works with all of our students, but particularly juniors and seniors, to talk about post-secondary options. She is a wealth of knowledge, and this week somebody said that she is better than Google. So I would like to introduce Melanie Irish.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's my new motto, better than Google, apparently. So at the high school for post-secondary options, that is sort of my department in the Career Center. And we have several options and several ways that we send students. The first is like the university college, technical college option, where that would be like four-year universities for students that are looking for careers that require bachelor's degrees. And, you know, they may have identified that in middle school when they've started their high school and beyond plan. Or students who are looking at community colleges to maybe explore some options and see where they want to be. And then also technical schools. So say they know that they want to go into a program where they're working with their hands. They want to go into cosmetology or welding or a career in culinary arts. We have a lot of great technical programs.
Mel, can I ask a question about that? Because some of our kids can start that in high school, right? With some of our partnerships for Snow Isle and RAP.
Yes, absolutely. So it's great to start identifying these options in middle school. And then, you know, we work 9th through 12th grade to continue to identify the options, let them explore these things through our registration process and choosing courses to hopefully help guide them to what they want to do after high school. I mean, that's the goal, right? Another option for them is apprenticeships. And again, that's more of a hands-on option. We do some field trips where we take them to see some of the apprenticeship options. A lot of our students really love the heavy equipment option. When we go on the field trips, they get to try it out in a simulated setting, and that's a pretty cool one. PUD lineman, that's an apprenticeship option. And, you know, we have a list of apprenticeship options, and the field trips for those are really, really wonderful.
Awesome.
Military is always another option. We have our military recruiters in once a month or once every other month, but we can get them more if students are really interested. And we offer the ASVAB test for several different reasons, but one is military placement. And then just workforce and jobs. We keep a job board at the high school. People in the community know that they can contact and reach out to us, and we will post their jobs and talk about their jobs and let the students know those options. So those are really kind of our look at like the post-secondary options. We have a few different ways, though, that we are kind of helping promote them. One is the College Bound Scholarship that Principal Cote was talking about. Once they get to the high school, we get that information, and those students are identified, and I work with them throughout their time at Lakewood High School to try to remember to keep that GPA up and do all of those things that are required of the College Bound Scholarship that culminates then in filling out their financial aid their senior year.
Not to put you on the spot, but do we know how many students actually go through the entire process and get that College Bound Scholarship at the end?
Yeah, usually I would have that data by now. Unfortunately, this year, financial aid had a huge delay. And so my College Bound data is just now coming through. In previous years, I'd say probably 50% of those students who are identified, if not 60%, complete the financial aid process so that they can get that information and get those financial aid packages from their colleges.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for that this year. I don't know yet, though.
Just so you know, I have a teacher who shared with me at the middle school. He is now a teacher, and he was a recipient of the College Bound Scholarship. And he really wants to encourage other students, like, this is a wonderful opportunity. And so I'm trying to kind of help promote that for our students. For our students, it seems far off, but I want them to see what potential it is.
That's great.
I totally agree with that. And they also changed something this year. So that 2.0 GPA is for four-year universities. For community colleges, they actually dropped the GPA.
Wonderful.
So there is no GPA requirement, and they can still access their
great.
college-bound scholarships. So I think that's kind of a cool opportunity for students so they can continue on in their education and then, make that decision. Do they want to take it further? Or are they getting a certificate or some type of program at the community college level? Another thing that is pretty cool is the WAGAP program, and that's through the Washington State Council of Presidents. We've entered into an agreement with them. And so I have to look up the list here. Any of our students who have a 3.0 GPA or better and meet their college admissions requirements are accepted. And the colleges that we are working with right now for this year, class of 2024, are Central, Eastern, Evergreen, UW-Tacoma, Washington State University, and Western. That could change for next year. We don't have that information yet. But through the WAGAP program, they reach out to juniors and seniors, and they send them information and encourage them to, to look at these programs and see if there's something there for them. Because with a 3.0 or better, they automatically get it.
And that's one application, and if they meet that 3.0, then they're guaranteed admission to any of those 6 colleges.
Yes, guaranteed admissions. They do have to go through the application process at each school.
Oh, they have to fill out an application at each
school.
Do. Okay.
They do. And I think they might be trying to change that because it seems a little cumbersome. The point of this program is to kind of ease that transition with a certain grade point average into the colleges. So it's a newer program. It's a work in progress, but I think it's a pretty cool option.
And that's what WAGAP stands for, right? Washington Guaranteed Admission Program.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. So that's another thing that I think is pretty cool about our post-secondary options. And then, financial aid and scholarships is a huge part of what I'm doing with seniors right now who are looking to go into whatever program that they're going to after high school that they're going to have to pay for. So like I had mentioned, financial aid was delayed this year. So it's been a bit of just an interesting year for financial aid.
And that has caused some frustration with kids and families.
Absolutely.
Yes. In fact, as a mom of a senior who applied to several different colleges, we've only received financial aid packages from 2 so far. So we have not made a decision yet on where he's going to attend school because we don't.
That piece of information.
I want to see how much it's going to.
Decision, absolutely.
And it's mid-April. That feels stressful for your child and for you, right?
Very stressful. In fact, we're taking a whirlwind trip to recheck them all again and see if maybe that'll trigger a decision. And but a couple of the private schools have gotten those financial aid packages out, but our public schools have not yet. Okay. So fingers crossed that happens soon for a lot of people, including myself. And then obviously scholarships. And Lakewood is, blessed to have this wonderful local scholarship portfolio program where we have scholarships that are just Lakewood specific. Our students complete one scholarship application for them. They go out I work with different scholarship organizations, local people, memorial scholarships, sports booster scholarships, staff scholarships, a whole bunch of different people through the local scholarship portfolio. So our students have access to, I don't know the exact dollar amount this year, but it's around $100,000.
Yeah. So last year, I know we gave away a lot of money. Do you remember what that dollar amount was to all of our kids?
Right, I know. I always have to look
sorry.
it up. No, it's
Putting you on the
okay.
spot again.
You know, through local scholarship, I think it was about $100,000 last year, which is why I think that's what it's going to be. And then our students also have access to, you know, some other local scholarships that aren't through the portfolio. Like one of the Rotaries, some of those scholarships too. So, you know, in local scholarships, we're upwards of $250,000, I think, usually.
So word on the street is
yes.
that when you submit a local portfolio for our Lakewood scholarships, that you are guaranteed at least some money. That might be a rumor.
I think it's a rumor, but it is definitely an attempt. That said, this year we have the most scholarship applications that we have ever had since I started in my job. We're at 52 this year, so
A little more competitive.
Yeah, it is definitely a little more competitive this year. I certainly hope we can give everyone a scholarship, but I don't know this year because there is a lot of applications in, and we have some really awesome candidates from this school year. So we'll see what happens. But you know, those are some of the ways that we look at post-secondary. There's also college and the high school and Running Start, a lot of stuff through registration, where we talk to our students again, like I had said, about what they want to do after high school and how they can take classes or do things while they're here to get to that point.
The college and the high school is such a fantastic program. I know my son is a sophomore in college out of state, but he has several friends who year behind or 2 years behind who are at the same spot as him in college because they had so many credits from high school. So, I mean, great opportunity.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is the college and the high school credits are paid for now.
Absolutely. Yep.
And if they're taking any AP courses, we offer some AP courses in English. Our district is paying for the AP test. So
Provide
a
that
lot of
college
financial
credit.
barriers are being
Trying
taken
to take
down.
those down
Yeah.
one at a time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Senior Awards Night this year is on June 4th.
June 4th, Senior Awards Night, one of my favorite nights of the year for sure.
Pretty fun night.
Where we do scholarships and then just some, you know, awards of excellence, valedictorian and salutatorian stuff, honor roll. It's just a fun night.
It's great.
Excited,
I love
looking
it.
forward to it.
It's wonderful.
Well, Mel, thanks so much for being here
thank
today
you.
and sharing all of your expertise with us,
Yes.
and everything that you do for our kids is amazing. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We still are looking for topics for our April and May editions of Real Talk with Lakewood Principals. So I think we both have the survey still open through the links in our weekly communication. Please take a minute and pop your ID in there. We want our opportunities here and our recordings to be helpful for our community. So we really want to know what your thoughts are and what you'd like to hear.
Yep. Yeah, we're really excited. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Thanks to Link Northwest for sharing your space and helping us with the technology, and to Mel Irish for being here. And so until next time, we'll see you then.
Thank you very much.